Hi, thanks for joining me. I'm Di. Today I'm making something really retro. It goes back, I was having this as a kid when I was in the 1970s. So we're going to use a piece of equipment that many of you may not have ever seen before. So this is the tin that we're going to be baking it in. Now this tin, you can see it's very old. It has a top and a bottom, and we need to grease all of that and line them. The top and the bottom, we need to just put a little disc in them of paper, and we need to cook it standing upright like that. So that sort of traps in the steam, and that's how you cook it. Now this says it's 170 by 80. I don't know what those measurements are. Millimeters, yeah, and you can see it's that high, and you can see my hand, it just comes across my fingertips there. So if you haven't got one of these, what you can use is a tin. So if you've got something out of a tin, like some tinned fruit or something like that, which is tall, I looked in my pantry, I couldn't find anything a similar size, but I do get larger tins that actually I might go and have a look and see if I can find one. I didn't have anything in my pantry, but I've got this tin. So this tin I probably got pineapple in. I used to get large tins of pineapple, and I've actually taken off both ends of it. That's because I use this to cut discs to make ravioli, and I also use it for pie lids. But if you have a tin, don't take both ends off. Just take one end off. If it was this size, that would hold the quantity that we're going to be making. And on top, you'd put a double layer of alfoil, and then you would secure it by tying around it with some string. Make sure it's cotton string, not string that's going to melt when you put it in the oven. So that would do the job. Yeah, so you don't need necessarily to have these, but this will do. As you can see, that fits inside there. So it's a bit bigger, a bit wider, but it's also a little bit shorter. But for the volume of mixture that we're going to have, this mixture that I'm making today will make two. So if you've got two of these, or you can cook them one at a time, or make half the mixture. So either way. Let's have a look at the ingredients that we're going to be using. So today I'm going to be making a walnut, date and walnut loaf. We used to actually buy these in the supermarket in tins, and so you could either buy a date loaf or a nut loaf, but this is a date and nut loaf, this recipe I'm using. So I've got my tins there at the back. I've got a saucepan I'm going to be boiling some water in. I've got my 1 cup measure because I need 1 cup of boiling water. We've got butter, flour. Now the flour I'm using is gluten-free flour. I'm taking this to our produce swap meet, which is on tomorrow, and I know that there are some people there who can't have gluten. So I hope it turns out okay. I've never tried it before with gluten-free flour. We'll see. We've got, at the front, we've got some bicarb. We've got dates. I need to finally chop those. We've got brown sugar, and I've got some walnuts over here. So those walnuts need to be chopped as well. Just roughly, the dates need to be finely chopped. So I'll get it on and we'll chop what I need to chop, and then we'll start making it. Now, before I go any further, if you enjoyed this video, could you please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now, if you're wondering why am I wearing just one glove, I cut my finger, I've got a band-aid on it, and also I burnt my hand in the oven. I was lifting something from the bottom shelf. I touched the top shelf with my hand. So I just wanted to make sure that everything's clean and sanitary. So I've put one glove on, in case you were wondering. Okay, let's get on with making this. Okay, the first thing I did, I've put my oven on. It needs to be preheated to 180 degrees fan forced. Now I have greased that, and I just need to put the bottom on, and then we stand them upright on our tray. So I've also put the disc of paper in there, of baking paper. Both top and bottom have a disc in them. So we've got those ready to go, and I'll just pop these to the side and then we can actually start making this. So we need our saucepan, and we'll put the butter in there, and then I'll just get 1 cup of boiling water. So there's 1 cup of boiling water going in. Now I'm just going to put that on the stove, melt the butter, and then I'll be back. Okay, there's the butter melted in the boiling water. So just putting that into our bowl. And then I need to add my dates, my bicarb, sugar. Now this recipe will be in the description below, so all the quantities will be there. Adding the nuts, adding the flour, then the nuts. We just need to beat our egg. Then we need to add that too. We just need to stir it all in. Now I'm using gluten-free flour. This seems a little runny to me, so I'm just going to add a little bit extra gluten-free flour. There, I added about 1/3 cup extra of gluten-free flour. Now it depends on the type of gluten-free flour you're using, because they can be a combination of different types of starches: potato starch, rice starch, tapioca starch, all different types. So this is a new one that I haven't used before, but that is the consistency that we're looking for. Oh, sorry, I'm babysitting my daughter's dog and it's making some funny sounds in the background, if you can hear that. Are you okay there? And now we just want to fill our tins with the mixture. So we're just going to divide it evenly between the 2 tins that we have here. And just dropping it in. And there we have it. Now we just put the lids on. Sorry, they're not quite rounded. It's a little bit out of shape, so there we go. Having trouble getting the lids on. And now we're going to put this, spilt a little bit there. We're going to put this into the oven, and it's going to cook for between 45 minutes to an hour. Okay, we've just got those out the oven now. And we've got to leave them sitting for 5 minutes. Looks like one of them I didn't have the bottom on properly because it's leaked a little bit and it's sitting at an angle. So yeah, that's a good indication that the bottom wasn't put on properly. But yeah, we'll leave them for 5 minutes and then we'll come back when we take the lids off. Okay, now 5 minutes is up, so now we need to take the lids off. Oh, they've come right up to the top of the lid. I wasn't so sure using the gluten-free flour. Now this lid does not want to come off. There we go. That's off. Now what we need to do, I'll just move them to the side. Bring that there. We need to get them out of the tins. There we go. They smell beautiful. And there we go. There's one. And there's the other one. Just lie them down. Now we just need to cool those off. Now the best way to serve those is with some nice butter. So we just slice them and serve them with butter and a lovely cup of tea or coffee. And there you have it. Buttered, ready to eat, looking beautiful. So just have a look and see the nuts and the dates in there. Some butter on there, ready to go. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.